with 20 look-alike flavors. Some are naughty, some are nice. Is it barf or peach? Bean Boozled, the perfect stocking stuffer.
Okay, so what is going on, guys? This is Fan Tonight, aka Mr. Perfect himself, coming at you from HFG. Thanks, Jake, for telling me that I have no sound. I apologize for that. When I mute it on my starting soon screen, it mutes the mic all the way through, which is really stupid. I don't like that. I think every scene should have its own kind of mute. And I apologize for my dog barking in the background as well. He likes to bark at everything. So, but we are going to be talking about Atlas. Atlas is a new game that's coming out. It is MMORPG, and for you guys that don't know what an MMORPG is, it is massive multiplayer online role play game. Now, the feel of this game is going to be pirates, kingdoms, and mythological creatures. Now, you will be able to do a whole bunch of stuff in it, and we will be playing the 3-minute trailer that Atlas has launched. Um, and we will be going bit by bit talking about everything that we see. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this because I thought it was really cool content to come bring to you guys, and I hope you guys would want to actually come join us. Now, for everybody that has questions on like what consoles it come into, what platform, It's going to be on all platforms, but they're going to have different release dates because, well, each platform has its own release, scheduling. PC obviously can slap games out a lot faster because there's not that much red tape. Now, with Xbox is, like Windows, it has to go through a little bit more of a red tape, but not as much, or not as bad as PlayStation. PlayStation is the most strict of all the gaming consoles. Now, you guys are always going to get something later than anything else, unless it's an exclusive thing. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about the game and get in with that. So, I will be getting Atlas for the Xbox, so if anybody wants to sit there and play on Xbox, go get you guys one right now and come join us on there. And I will give you out my gamer tag like always. So let's play the video and we'll break it down by a bit and see how it goes. Okay, so that little bit right there, as you guys can see, there was some hanging gallows, so we can be able to hang people. Obviously, that would be cool. I mean, just for the roleplay aspect of it. We have a bird creature here, and I don't know if you guys seen, but there was a horse reskin. So the Equus that has come over from Ark has been reskinned, and there's a couple that aren't. It'll be later on in the video. I've already watched this a couple times. But guys, for y'all that don't know, Atlas is a form from Snail Games, which is Wildcard's branch of their company, and so they've been working with this with the other guys so that they can have a massive game like this. Alright, so we got an ostrich-like character, we have a pet snake, some boars, look at that. There's a skull mountain, looks like a parrot right there. There's the horse, looks like an ox that we can be able to have, different armors and stuff. The gorillas are back, penguins. There's a giraffe, a rhino, monkeys, some shoulder parrots. So, looks really cool. We're going to have pull behind trailers. Okay, I got to pause that for that right there. We're going to actually have pull behind trailers. Now, I've been talking to the devs of Wildcard since the game has launched. Literally since the game has launched. For the 3 years telling them we need pull behind trailers, we need bridges, stuff like that. I've been messaging them like crazy to sit there and get them to do that. And now we have it in a separate game. Now, the reason why we're going to have all this stuff in this game and not in Ark is because the Unreal Engine that we're using in Ark is, well, it's kind of old. It's almost 4 years old, guys, so trying to get things to mesh and render into an older gen engine is going to be a lot harder than just to stick it in a new one, which all you have to do is just upgrade your stuff instead of trying to downgrade it and make sure all the meshing works and all the polygons and all that stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's a big mess. So that is cool. And as you guys can see here right now in the lower right hand corner of you guys' screen, you guys can see that there is a boat that you can actually use, a pirate ship and all that stuff, but this little dinghy, you can fit a couple guys on there and you can actually row with the thing. Like, that is fucking cool. This game is just epic, and then the trailers there. Look at the hair wave. And bam, guys, right there too. We're going to be also having dwarves. Like, that is not just a shrunken character. His ears are pointed, everything. That is screaming dwarf. So we're going to have a dwarven race on there. That is pretty cool. You're going to be able to play as that. You do different pirate stands, setups. Look at that armor on her. That's just awesome. Actual sail your own ships. Look at that water. And that's better than Ark right there already. Alright, so another cool feature. I don't know if you guys just caught that. I actually paused in the middle of it. It was a guy jumping a horse from one boat onto the other as they collide together. So that is a really cool feature that you can have on here. And it looks like two different types of pirate ships. One's more of a Asian design, as you can see by the sails right here. And this sail right here, it has an Asian design descent from it, and the other one's more of a European descent of a build. You'll be able to grapple, swing over, so that's pretty cool. You got some blunderbusters, the new sword skins, that's awesome. I don't think they're going to be skins, but actual swords. You have small pirates. There's the new horses. Look at the castles and the keeps. There's our Asian, and look at that. We got ourselves a phantom ship. That is cool. But they also, I see they stole some stuff from Sea of Thieves. And that is the Tower of Water Tornadoes, or whatever you guys want to call them. So that part is a little disappointing that they took that from that game, but it's also pretty cool. I mean, like, trying to navigate through that and battle the ghost ship, or phantom ship, whatever you want to call it, is pretty cool. Some really cool designs. Look at all those cannons just firing. The wreckage alone is just epic. Trying to sail through all that stuff. Look at that. It's not like Ark. It doesn't explode into chunks. It literally splinters. That is awesome. What would be really cool is if they made it so that when that happens, you take structural damage from the splinters. That would be so epic of a game. But it's a game, nevertheless. I don't think they're going to really add that feature in, even though that would be one of the most epic build videos to do, because here on HFG we like to roleplay games, like especially MMOs like this. We like to strictly strip the game from what it is, buy our own servers, and sit there and make our own roleplays out of it, because why not? I mean, like, why? We can. That's what we're doing on Ark right now. So if anybody has Ark and they want to sit there and roleplay out a whole thing, you know, we do have servers for that. Just contact me on our Discord page, our Facebook, anything like that. Just contact me anywhere. You guys can. Now, as we guys can see, we got a flame element right here. That is really cool. That's going to be one of the creatures that are in here. We don't know if it's tameable or not. They are going to release 50 creatures just on launch itself. So that is pretty cool. You can see we can also do some pirate hunting for some booty. Here's some of the creatures that are going to be fightable right here. We got a Hydra, and we got a Troll. If you guys didn't see in that last part, I couldn't pause it in time. It was actually some skeletons that you guys are going to be able to fight, and it looks pretty cool. Here's some more of the pull behind trailers that we can actually put like cannons on. Before, you've seen that we could put like barrels and stuff on there, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be multiple different types of the pull behind carriages. There's some of the blunderbusters right here. We got a regular bow, another bow on horse, so we can actually bow on horse. Looks like they have actual saddlebags too, which is really nice. Oh, here's Medusa right here, and another name for it is a Gorgon. I actually just learned that from UTC, and thanks UTC for that that information. I didn't really catch that. Look at that. Here's some of that armor right there. That is really nice armor. There's the blunderbuss right here. If you guys don't know what a blunderbuss was, back in the day, a blunderbuss was basically a mini hand cannon, or the shotgun of the day. What they would do if they didn't have any bullets or anything, they would grab anything that they can, nails, silverware, you know, anything that could fit down that barrel. They would ram it down the barrel, aim it, and then fire, because it's spread out as they shot. So it literally just wrecked everything. And that's pretty cool right here. I didn't really catch that until just now. They have a flame sword. I don't know if that's just a rage attack or if it's going to be a special magical power. I don't think anybody really got this. This is the first YouTube catch. So we're going to have whale fighting, which is really cool. Here's some more of those skeletons you can get. Two-handed weapons, guys. Actual ghost ship itself. And here comes the dinos. Now, it wouldn't be a wild card game if we didn't have dinos in it. Now, as you can see, this is kind of like a raptor type Rex. We have a Triceratops, but without the tri-horn. So it's a little different. And then we have pterodons, guys. Now, if this is a mount like the ones over in Ark, we have our first look at the flyable mounts. This is our first flyable mount look that we can actually see, which is really cool. I mean, look at these ruins too. Amazing. So we have sirens right here, as you guys can see. Look at that build of the build. The build of the boat. So you can actually paint it to whatever you want it to be. You can design your own flags. Which is cool. Here's some of the gliders. We have actual climbing picks, which is really nice. They don't look like they're futuristic. We actually have age period weapons, which is really cool. No more of the lasers going pew pew and all that other stuff. No more tech, which is amazing. I'm sorry, guys. I really didn't care for tech. I mean, like, Ark was supposed to be with dinosaurs. It wasn't supposed to be about, like, tech shooting and lasers and stuff like that. Like, I got the game to sit there and be like, I'm gonna build along, tame some dinosaurs, and raise hell. That's why I got the game. But let's look a little closer, and I know my big fat head is in the way, so I'm gonna move on to this side. So right over here, as you see in the camera shot, that we have some buildings that are built into the mountain face. Let's see. Oh, let's scroll back just a second. Alright, so you can see them a little bit better. Is that they're built right into the mountain face, guys. Right there. That is epic. And then with the different video shot that they showed, is that they literally had a Ragnarok's, bridges where they were vines and they had a bear walking across it, which is really cool. We're gonna have to be able to go underwater and find sunken ships. We're gonna be able to harvest the wood and everything and the materials off the sunken ships, which is really cool because that's pretty unique to do. We don't have that in Ark. There's a swordfish right here that we have. We actually have period-sized dolphins, so they're actually bigger than the humans. So not many people caught this, but here's part of one of the mods that are on Ark is Structures Plus. We actually have sloped railings, and we have stairs. Stairs, guys, no more ramps. Oh, thank God. So, what they're showing here, this duel, is there is gonna be skill trees that you guys can put in, and one of the skill trees that you guys can put in is actually firing hand-to-hand combat or firing weapons. When you put a skill tree into that, you can actually have a faster reload. So that's where this one showed, is that he was reloading a pistol really fast, pulled it out, and double banged the guy and killed him. So the armors are really cool. And here's another thing that a lot of people didn't catch, is that you can have super skinny, old-looking characters, and you can also have chubby fat guys. No more making your character look like a freak of nature. You can actually make it look pretty damn good. The hair meshing is still a little bit the same, it's different. So now we have the Kraken right there. You're gonna have legions of pirate ships, as it's showing. A couple of different styles of that. We have a dragon breath cannon. A dragon right there. Now, see, this is what I didn't catch until just a little bit ago before I launched this, is there are flame arrows, guys. The flame arrows actually do some damage, and you're going to be able to get a bucket of water and be able to put it out. As you can see, the cannons actually do damage. We can actually do under, the ship battle. We have to patch the ships. Look at all those cannons. That is amazing. You can build this all by hand. Or design your ship and it just auto builds for you. So we actually have dragons, and right there we actually get confirmed that the mount can be a dragon. We're actually going to get full dragon mounts. And guys, these are not wyverns. If you try to correct me, I will argue with this, because wyverns are armless creatures. They're the ones that use their wings as arms like bats do. Now, dragons have the 4 ligaments. So you have the 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So we do have confirmation that they are going to be mountable dragons, which is going to be epic. So here is their zooming out from the Navy battle that is happening, and actually showing if the world can be pretty damn big. So that is Atlas in a nutshell. But one thing I didn't catch up on is that you can sit there and claim a island or a nation and make your own nation out of it. You can become a king, you can run your people, you can sit there and do, govern sea, all that stuff. So this is going to be very expansive of a game. Now, there's claiming, and this is just a big claim, and this can be just like how, what was that game? That Skyforge or whatever it was, Skyland. Well, they're claiming 40,000 people are going to be able to play on one map. Now, to me, that sounds pretty epic and doing if they can pull it off as a massive multiplayer. The one thing that I'm going to have concern about is if there's 40,000 people, the map has to be pretty decently big. I mean, like, pretty expansively big. Where you want to sit down and settle, you would have to sit there and claim up spot before anybody happens if it's not a decently huge map. So, yeah, I mean, what's your guys' take on this? Because I am curious on what you guys think this will turn out to be. Like, I mean, really, we need to have an actual sit down and ponder over everything that is happening. Now, and my thought is it would have to be a big map to sit there and be able to support all that, because of the fact that it'd be too cramped. No one will be able to build a kingdom. Plus, there are going to be 2 different style gameplays. One is going to be PvP, another one is going to be PvE. So you are going to be able to have a choice of going into PvP battles and stuff like that, or PvE. Now, how they decide to do that is completely different. Now, my perspective on doing RPs or roleplay games is that when they do say that there's going to be PvP and PvE, normally what they would have is a set sector, like a city or whatever, that is pre-built, and that area is strictly PvE except for duels. And duels, they only go up to near death only. So that's where that would be a PvE concept. Now, the PvP concept, as soon as you leave that sector, it's all fair game. You can, get attacked, all that stuff. Now, if that's the case, we are going to see a lot of trolls just guiding around those sectors. But it necessarily doesn't mean that that's going to happen. They might actually have 2 different server setups where it's going to be a PvE setup and then a PvP setup all the way through. So it is interesting on how this game is going to turn out. Now, with this video that was released, it was delayed by 2 days, so it's going to be coming out tomorrow for the PC in early 2019 for the Xbox, and we don't know for PS4. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so who knows with that. Now, I will be covering as much as I can, talking about it all the way up to release, and when I get the game, I will be covering it just as much as I will be covering Ark and doing all kinds of videos like that. With that all being said, we are going to actually start ending the live stream. I just wanted to do a little bit of a play there, and I'm sorry for the picture in the background. It was supposed to be something else, and well, it's the Xbox that it's loaded on, but it's not on right now. So there's all our links that you guys can find us at, and you can find us at Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and then Instagram. So, guys, it is ending. I'd like to welcome everybody into the HFG family. So if you're new to subscribe, follow, or anything like that, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. 2018 has been a good year for us. We have seen tremendous growth, and I want to thank every single one of you that has subscribed or even clicked the like button to any one of our videos, or even if you clicked the dislike. At least you came by and you actually sat there and viewed the video, which is thanks no less. So, I'm going to be hopping off, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.